So these are all ones that we just kind of pick up and we... I love it.
That's
How's
cool.
your cake looking?
Yeah, hopefully it looks good. God, I love pineapple.
And quite honestly, this is nothing compared.
It broke anywhere? Well, maybe right there. It's kind of opened up a little bit.
Good morning, FRamily. Happy Sunday. I am so glad that you came over. We actually have a very, very busy day. We are in my bedroom because we're decluttering. We are uncluttering this bus for Christmas. I am so glad you came over because we are going to need a lot of help. I currently have to get under the bed, which means moving stuff around. Kyle has his clothes he did not put away. But we all have our things that sometimes we just don't do, right? So today, like I said, we're going through the bus. We are cleaning, we are decluttering because it is Christmas. And we're going to kind of share with you some of our old Christmases and our old things that we used to do and how differently they are now. This is what we are dealing with, FRamily. A lot of clothing. So I've got to go through all of this, and then this over here, because some of it is going to be going, and quite honestly, this is nothing compared to the amount of clothes that I used to have. I really had a massive closet in all of our houses, and I've always loved clothes, and so I've kind of filled it to the brim. And now at this point, I'm really like ready to be more of a minimalist in my clothes, which is why I'm going to be listing a lot of my clothes on the Bustique because I don't need it all. I don't need it all. The road has taught me that I don't need all the material possessions, but what I do need are magical moments with my family. So let's get to work, shall we? Before I clean under here, I think the puppies are ready to go potties. You know, a downside to tiny living, all of these things end up on the floor. At least in a house, it's a little bit more spread out, so your mess just takes longer to pile up. The mess accumulates really quickly. Are you ready, Fedors? Ready to go potties? Go potties! Go potties! Go potties!
What's up, guys? Out here doing my morning pupper walk. Beautiful day out here today. I'm supposed to get up to 55 degrees, which is really great. Yesterday was awesome too. It wasn't windy at all till yesterday afternoon, but pretty great weather. We're lucking out. There's a little Chico. Little Chico. What's up, Chico? What you doing, Chico? So yeah, Theodore's still on light suspension, so in the mornings he has to get tied up because, as you can tell, the cows are all right there, and he would absolutely go berserk. The other two, or three, Wheezy, Kevin, and Chico, do pretty good. But in the evening, he does get to run free and potty and do his thing. Yeah, guys, thanks for showing up with us today. We haven't done one of these little vlogs here in a few days, so it's been nice to hang out with you guys today and get ready for this Christmas season, which is 10 days away. So 10 days to Christmas, and I'm ready for it. Let's go. Oh, there's Kev. There's Kev. Oh, he's ready. He's ready. He's full of action. He's full of action. Oh, what's that Weezer? Where's that Weezer?
Well, FRamily, this potentially could be my pile of Cantha Bay clothing. And I gotta go through it because I'm gonna list. They have a buy, sell, trade page, and I think I'm gonna put some in the Bustique. What I love about it is it holds its value really well, and so I am going to list some of these things for sale. But first, I need to try all this stuff on. So would you like to join me and hang out in the bedroom while I try on some clothes? This is a lot of clothes. This is one of my favorites. This is staying. This is so staying. This is my eclipse dress, And I just, oh, I love to wear it with a skirt or pants or tuck it in. Actually, I wore it just yesterday. So I think I'm gonna make piles of things that I really, really love, like is absolutely staying with me. There is no way that it's leaving. And then I need to make into other piles that like maybe, right? And then I need to make it into, okay, this can probably go. Oh, I really love this. See, I love outerwear so much. It has my friend Lainey would love this. It has like a steampunky gear design on it. I don't know, I've always really enjoyed playing with clothes. Hello, family. Now that the dogs, right, Fifis? Yeah. Do Fifis. Do Fifis. They have gone potty, and the kids are wrapping up their video game things so they can intermittently clean their stuff. Let me show you what I have going on. This FRamily is filled to the brim, and this is Cantha Bay that I'm going to list for sale. So this is all going to be listed for sale. This is the Cantha Bay that I am keeping. I've got to go through the rest of, not really go through the rest of this pile, but grab it and fold it and then find a place to put it. So I may or may not have a few items of clothing, but they're all different purposes. Mostly, I wear them all. Yeah, I used to have a lot of clothes. I found a lot of happiness. Instead of creating my own happiness, I found a lot of happiness within things and clothes. So now, I don't have to have clothes for that happiness, So I just kind of want to pare down, all of my things and maybe leave some here that I really love, but really go through all my stuff and just see what makes my heart happy and let go of what does not. But the dogs are having a conversation. I'm going to take you outside because I know Kyle's got something out there that he wants to show you.
All right, guys, what's going on? Good news is I was able to get the washer fixed, so I got the part in last Monday, or maybe last Saturday. Anyway, I called the guy on Monday, left him a text message, no response. Called him again on Tuesday, no response. Waiting around all day Tuesday to hear from him. Never heard of him, the repair guy, by the way. So I was like, screw it. So this is the piece that actually, I guess, went bad. I don't see any clear signs of it broke anywhere. Well, maybe right there. It's kind of opened up a little bit. Anyway, I'll show you. It's basically your filler, and it comes out right there. I know maybe you can see it, but it's right there. And it's your fill valve. So basically, it's the intake for filling your barrel for washing the clothes. I'm assuming it got some ice in there and broke the internal part of the valve. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so we ordered that, and actually he sent me, it came with these two wiring harness here that plugs into the back of the board. I mean, it was a pretty simple repair. I was like, I don't know, I wanted to wash clothes, so I don't know, 20 minutes I put it in there. But yeah, nonetheless, it's working great now. So new rule of thumb is we don't wash clothes before noon and up till about 4 o'clock. That way it's plenty warm. No ice should be built up inside the washer. And then when I'm done washing, we completely disconnect the water. That way there's no worry about freezing. So far so good. We washed a few loads of clothes, had no issues, but that was the problem. I don't know how much this thing costs, so nonetheless, it's fixed.
Okay, Fram. Oh, I wanted to show you. Hang on. So this is my Katie's Groovy Stitches shirt with the Cantha. And then the t-shirt in the center, mine says Space Cowgirl. I have one that I'm giving away. Visit the Bethunes Facebook page. I have a video on there of what the shirt looks like. It's just like this one, only little different color, little different pattern. But yeah, how cute. I love this. I'll link Katie's store down below. Everything is handmade. She hand makes everything. And they're all free size, so they fit anybody. That being said, let me show you the closet. Look at this. It is all nice and organized. I hang multiple things on a hanger, and so these are all my house coats that I wear around the house. These are miscellaneous stuff, and then this is the rest of the things. I think I did pretty good. Hopefully Kyle comes in soon because I need his assistance. I need to carry, oh, excuse me, Kevers. That out, and now I have got to open up. I'm gonna put these in here. These are jackets. I've got a couple things right here that need to be hemmed, so I have to get a couple things hemmed. So all of those will stay under the bed. One more coat. Bada bing, bada boom. And we have got a good spot. Oh, there's somebody already waiting. Oh, sugar, sugar, sugar. There's somebody already waiting on me back in the... Yeah. So I need your help if you will leave the laundry and take this out to the shed. I gotta put it in a clear tote. That's my Cantha Bay for sale.
Okay.
Got a knife already?
And I think I will send the FRamily out with you. Bye, Fram.
Crap.
Oh boy.
Hey, you little pee. Alright, so we're going to do something in spirit of the holidays that I have not done in a while. I'm going to be making my favorite cake in the world, pineapple upside down cake. Alright, so here is our topping. So it's actually, this cake is not only gluten-free, it's dairy-free. And it's a recipe I found a couple of years ago. It is fantastic. So I got my topping there. Just going to kind of spread it around real good. Basically, you've got brown sugar, butter, a little bit of ginger, and is that it? Oh, cinnamon. I'm kind of just going to let that sit there and spread while I get the batter mixed up. So all they had at Walmart was the Krusteaz brand gluten-free mix. My favorite is the King Arthur, but beggars can't be choosers. So for the holidays, I used to really throw down. Like I had, you know me, I love to cook. And I had a huge kitchen, especially in our last house. I had 5-burner gas range with a gas oven, and I had 2 separate electric ovens, so it was easy to throw down in that in that house. Yeah, it's kind of bummed. Actually, I felt this was the King Arthur brand, but anyway, it's not. King Arthur brand, in case you don't know, and you're gluten-free, is the creme de la creme, the best there is. The best I've found. Got our 4
Hi, FRamily.
room temperature eggs, but it was just stressful. You're trying to prepare a meal for, sometimes up to 20 people, which at the same time it's fun, but at the same time, like, there's certain people in the family that don't really get to enjoy the holidays the same way that everybody else does. I guess that's kind of what I'm leaning to here. Butter. So what I'm going to do, it's pretty soft, so I'm going to cut it up into probably 4 small pieces and then toss it in there. This is my favorite butter. I use Tillamook unsalted butter. It's good stuff. Cubed up my butter. What do we got? So really all I've got left, butter. Important part. What makes this cake different and this recipe so good is taking the juice from the pineapples and putting it in there. That is the game changer. So 2/3 of a cup pineapple juice. Let's see. Okay, there it is. 2/3 of a cup. Well, yeah, by using the pineapple juice, putting in the batter, it just takes it to the next level, guys. It is so good. So good. Alright, yeah. I mean, there's literally almost exactly 2/3 of a cup. Oh, God. This is seriously, guys, my favorite cake in the world. Throw that in there, and then I believe all we got to do now is blend her up. So it might look if it looks a little chunky, I think my butter wasn't completely where I need it to be yet, but nonetheless, let it sit there a little bit, and then what doesn't completely blend will obviously melt inside the pan as it's baking. So I had to reheat my mixture up a little bit. It kind of started crystallizing on me. For some reason, the consistency's not right. I may have to work on that a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the holidays are, they're great. But I think, as a society and as a culture, we kind of make it too much, especially on certain adults. Like I said, like I remember growing up, my mom and my grandma, they would just like labor in the kitchen from like 6 a.m. Christmas morning all through the day with breakfast, the full lunch spread, and then some type of dinner, not to mention the countless amounts of cleanup, and I did experience that a little bit. There was a couple years I did pretty much 90% of the cooking and fed like 20 plus people, so it's a lot, but we've also went out to dinner for the Christmas before. Honestly, I kind of like that. I don't know what we're doing this year. 10 days away from today, but I don't know what the plan is. There's, as you probably know, there's not a lot of options around here for restaurants, and finding one that's open on Christmas is even less likely going to happen. So not too sure what we're going to do yet. I'm sure we'll do something, but the plan is to have a nice low-key Christmas this year. All right, so I did dress up a little bit. So I got these Del Monte Deluxe Gold pineapple. So basically I'm just going to kind of spread them around my topping here. God, I love pineapple. I believe you can fit, so what have I got? That's going to give me, this is, I believe is an 8-inch circle pan. So I've got 6. That gives me 7. Something I do also, I'm going to cut these in half. And I'm going to layer them around the edges a little bit. That way you get a little pineapple action on the side. Spread them out a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then what you do is you come in with some maraschino cherries. And then you just take a cherry, stick it in your little pineapple hole on each one. I'll actually probably fill in a couple of the gaps with it too. I think that'll work. Did have a tiny little bit of juice left. I can either swig that myself. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more here into my mixture and see if this can get this to smooth out a little more. Alright, so I'm just going to take my batter and fill her on in. So you actually only use about half of the mixture. I think I may go with a little bit more than half. Trying to fill in all the little crevices and stuff. So I opted to take the leftover batter and make me a small little cake. And this, I'll show you where it goes.
Hello.
The batter queen.
Oh, I love the batter. When I was a kid,
What does it taste like?
it's got a funky little wang to it.
Funky little wang?
Yeah. But when I was a kid, my nan, she had a side job of baking cakes and wedding cakes. And so whenever I was over there on the weekends and stuff, she would let me lick the batter. I love it.
That's
How's
cool.
your cake looking?
Yeah, hopefully it looks good. I haven't made one of these in a while. Well, it's not the King Arthur's brand, so it's not going to be quite as good, but...
What brand is it?
Krusties.
Oh, they're not bad.
Yeah, so... Hedor.
Which reminds me, I do need to come out there. I have got to organize the front of the bus.
You better get to work. This day is slipping away.
Winding down.
You're going to town over there.
I love it so much. Okay, Fram, I was writing my blog post. I write a blog post a week, and so I've got to get that one in and voice record it and all the things. So my days are always filled with a lot of stuff. But speaking of decluttering, or uncluttering, or there's clutter. There's clutter. Check this out. This is not cool. This is just really not cool. Actually, it's mostly like big boxes. My lamp fell down, so I got to pick that up. The a bunch of stuff, but it's just big boxes and water bottles, and so this all has to go out there. I've got to clean this off up here, and we've got our cute little Charlie Brown tree. Fun fact, FRamily, I used to have 3 Christmas trees in one of our houses. There was a peacock tree, there was a food tree, and then there was our family tree, which was just like all the family ornaments and stuff. So yes, each of those trees, the peacock tree had like peacock colored ornaments among, you know, peacocks. And then the food tree was my favorite. I mean, I love the family tree. The food tree was so much fun because all the ornaments were fake food. Every single one of them was fake food. And it just makes my heart so happy to think of that tree. This tree, however, the trees in the bus have been my favorite, my freaking favorite, because they're all so fun. Like this one came off of our property. Hang on, let me get you a seat, and I'm gonna clean this up. You what? Are you gonna get a cherry? I have a cherry too. Yeah. Oh, good her. Yeah, I am. What I do? I like that boogie fever. Yeah, we used to go all out for Christmas. In the new bus, we're not going to be buying water bottles anymore. We have like a mega major filtration system. So water bottles will be gone. We're getting a sparkling water dispenser, and so we won't be having these anymore. Really just want to like lessen our footprint, you know, with being minimalistic, because we're not allergic to a real tree. We like the idea of getting a real tree because it's sustainable. You know, we just try and do little by little, because like you can't do it all, right? So here's the thing. Here's flippin' plastic bags. I like to save these just in case we need them. We can use them for multiple things rather than just going to a landfill. Paper. You know, little by little, we can do things to save the planet, you know? And that's just what we're trying to do. We know we're not going to change it all. We know that there's still stuff that we can do better, right? And we're doing our best every single day in each moment we have. So, at the end of the day, what gets done, and that's our best. This needs some best. Okay. Look at this. Yes. And we have the live stream that we have to do. Okay, Fram. If it looks tilted, that's because it is. It's on the steering wheel. So it's all kind of up there as best it can be. How cute. I got it all nice to back to working order. The chair is clean. These are just rocks that we found from the property. So these are all ones that we just kind of pick up and we bring inside. Yeah, and we just set them there for some good energy. Yeah, we got Molly's Christmas trees. This is a picture of Ben when he was a baby with Santa. This was actually the Christmas right after our accident. Yeah, he was so cute. The sun is setting, which means I really do have to get up here and set up this live stream. These are the ones Kyle bought for the van, remember? And he brought them home, and so I now have some new curtains for the new curtain areas for the curtains.
Not sample cake.
Sample cake. Mm-hmm. Got our handy dandy little heater down there going. Kibbo. Kip. And our little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. But I am going to go to bed. And this is where I leave you guys. We'll see you here in a couple days, guys. Take care. We'll talk soon. Abby-Ann Walls was last seen on December the 13th, 2024, missing from the Washington, D.C. area. 35 years of age female, 5 foot 7 inches tall and approximately 120 pounds. Avion was last seen on the 5500 block of J Street Northeast on December 13, 2024. The following day, she was reported missing. If you have any information to the whereabouts of Avion, please reach out to the Metropolitan Police Department at 202-727-9099, and let's see if we can try to help bring Avion home.